There definitely was a storm of support for Dr. Mustafa Hirji, along with a wave of condemnation to those who made the threats to him. And responses came from everywhere, from the Prime Minister, the Premier, and even local MPPs, all finding the actions unacceptable.
Again, though, I'd hope that we can keep it civil. We're all in this pandemic together. Nobody likes where we are.
That was a call for unity from Dr. Mustafa Hirji yesterday, following this violent social media post of the chief medical officer of Niagara. It circulated online Friday, not long after Ontario's announcement that the region will be placed under the gray lockdown zone.
I saw it as not only a loss of civility, but a potentially criminal behavior.
The graphic image showed calls to fire, assault, and even murder him. Some of the comments were deleted. Niagara Regional Police say they're investigating the matter and will not comment any further. Former Deputy Chief Joe Matthews says while he won't speculate a result, repercussions are very possible.
The potential criminal charges that could be laid are probably uttering threats, and the criminal code treats that as a very serious offense. It could be subject to imprisonment for up to 5 years, but that's not the only sanction.
The viral post did spark a wave of condemnation yesterday. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says he's outraged, calling the rhetoric unacceptable and that we should be thanking health officials. Premier Doug Ford tweeted, "Cut it out. There's no place for threats and public health is dedicated to safety." And more followed from local MPPs in Niagara.
Appreciate that folks are very, very, frustrated or may I say COVID fatigued. Any call for violence, regardless the stress and the anxiety that any person may be feeling, is totally unacceptable.
We can agree to disagree. We can have the debate. At the end of the day, what transpired here, as shocking as it was, it's unacceptable to do what these individuals thought they should do.
Niagara West MPP Sam Oosterhoff also condemned the threats, telling CHCH News and tweeting, "There's a need for civility, and the threatening language should never be used." On Friday, Oosterhoff also tweeted his disappointment over being in gray and says he understood the decision was based on Hirji's advice.
And I don't think it was fair on how he responded with a tweet on Thursday. I think it kind of made it look like it was the decision was by the doctor, and it wasn't. And Sam knows that.
Hirji says reopening the economy too quickly risks a devastating third wave and lockdown, and believes his recommendations were considered, but the decision ultimately came from the province.
Well, I don't know how exactly Cabinet comes to their decisions. This was a decision by Cabinet. I know in past times when I've made advice to the province, they haven't necessarily accepted it.
Following our interview with Dr. Hirji, he sent out a Twitter thread thanking public support, denouncing the threats, and says Oosterhoff has been a supportive official. Now, we followed up with Sam Oosterhoff's office for further comment about his tweet, and we have yet to hear back. We also reached out to Premier Doug Ford's office for more comment, and they did not provide it. Nicole.